Ike Barinholtz wanted to work in politics. Then he got kicked out of college, saw an improv show, and never looked back. Exclusive. Hello everyone, I am Christina. Welcome back to my channel. Please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon for the latest news updates. Barinholtz tells PUPL how he went from a president-obsessed kid to writing series like Running Point and starring in The Studio. Ike Barinholtz is on a hot streak in his career right now, starring in The Studio, airing weekly on Apple TV+, and writing the Netflix hit Running Point, out now. The Chicago native and dad of three tells PUPL how his love for comedy was born from a 3-week movie marathon that got him kicked out of college but ignited a passion for improv. He says he's truly the luckiest person, getting to write shows with his best friends while also flying under the radar like a normal, dorky white guy. The 48-year-old writer, actor, and comedian is celebrating 2 back-at-back hits. He's a writer and executive producer of Running Point, the Netflix comedy starring Kate Hudson, which he created with Mindy Kaling and David Stassen. He's also starring on Apple TV+'s celebrity cameo-filled series, The Studio, playing Seth Rogen's right-hand man. Right now, he's soaking it all in and can't quite believe his luck. Oh God, no, he tells PUPL when asked if he ever envisioned this as his career. No, I definitely didn't think that. Instead, my dream probably would have been to play basketball, but I just wasn't good enough. But I really did take a shine to politics, he says. If you asked his president-obsessed younger self, politics was the career Barinholtz thought he'd pursue as a kid. He says he found himself very taken by the world of local government thanks to his dad's friend, a committeeman in Chicago. I loved 2 aspects of it, he recalls, of his visits to the precinct office. One was that you would really see these people talking to their constituents, regular people in their neighborhood, and really honestly helping them. I'm sure I wasn't privy or wasn't aware that that was probably just cash bribes going on and all kinds of God knows what corruption, but it looked good. Then there was the social aspect of it that enticed him. They genuinely cared about these people and had connections with these people. The glamour wore off when he started college at Boston University, where he originally was planning to major in political science. But then I got to college and was like, I just want to be an actor. Why the f would I want to be a politician? He jokes. He was raised by 2 theater majors. His mother's focus was costume design, while his dad, Alan Barinholtz, studied acting and later went on to star as the judge in the 2023 reality show, Jury Duty. Aside from tiny parts in school plays, Ike never really tapped into that side of himself until college. I remember there was a couple of weeks where I was like, I'm not going to class, and I'm just going to watch a bunch of movies in my dorm, he recalls. And I watched movies all day, every day, for about 2 or 3 weeks. And I think I came out of that and I was like, I really want to do this. The weeks he spent holed up in his dorm also coincided with me doing very badly at school and getting kicked out, Ike says. He went back home to Chicago and saw an improv show. That's when it clicked, he says. I saw the Improv Olympics, I think 10th anniversary show at the Vic Theater, and I remember being so blown away, he says. I'd never seen improv before. I had seen really very little live comedy. And now, when you look back, you're like, oh my God, that was Adam McKay. That was Amy Poehler. Tim Meadows in particular was so hysterically funny to me that I was like, I'm just going to sign up for improv classes. So I did that the next day and just really got into that, and that was my path. He spent the next several years working his way through the Chicago comedy scene, plus a 2-year stint in Amsterdam, alongside Seth Meyers, Jason Sudeikis, Jordan Peele, and Poehler. He credits MadTV and Eastbound and Down as a few made-it moments early in his career, but landing the Mindy Project cemented his status, along with Kaling's and Stassen's, as a Hollywood comedy writer. I do think the Mindy Project is definitely my biggest job to date. He says, both because of the many lives the show has had since its 2012 premiere, and also because it encompassed a lot of big life changes for Ike. When I joined the Mindy Project, I had no children, and then when I left, I had two on my way to three. So it was such a big part of my life and such a moment where I think I really fully became the person I am. He's quick to joke. That's why I have to Venmo Mindy $5 every day. Every day of the year, I Venmo Mindy $5, which is not a lot, but it adds up. He says getting to reunite with Kaling, 45, for Running Point 8 years later was a long time coming. She's probably the funniest person ever because her mind is a non-stop take and joke machine, and it's really wonderful. He raves of his dear friend and collaborator. He feels similarly about his other dear friend Rudgen, who wrote the role of Saul Saperstein in the studio, specifically for Ike. It's the best. I always think the laughs you have with people you've known longer are just much deeper and richer, just because you're not just laughing at what they're doing now. You're laughing at everything they've ever done in a way. So it is a true joy to be able to get to work with people you love, and I'm very lucky, he says. Ike is happy with the sweet spot he's carved out for himself in LA, but he also appreciates getting to fly under the radar because he looks just like a normal, dorky white guy. I have the perfect amount of recognition, he says. It's like if you took a big pinch of the Mindy Project and a heaping of the Seth Rogen universe, and then you sprinkled in little fun things throughout the years, and it's the nicest group of people. I'm truly the luckiest person. It's not fair, and yet here we are. Never miss a story. Subscribe USA News 24 to stay up to date on the best of what POPLE has to offer, from celebrity news to compelling human interest stories.